Hi friends, this is Selvijang here. Welcome to my networking channel. Hope all are doing good. And today the topic I'm going to discuss about how we can configure the static NAT configuration through an ASDM. So ASDM is an adaptive security appliance device manager, which is a graphical representation for a Cisco ASA firewall. So for that reason, I connected the management interface of this particular port to the GNS3 cloud. Okay. So this is how I configure show running configuration interface management 0 by 0. So this is the IP 84.32 and the mask is 255.0 and the security level is 90. So you can view via ASDM configuration management 0 by 0 MGMT and the security level is 90 and the IP address 84.32 and this is the subnet mask. So this is the thing I configure the management interface, and additionally we have to configure two commands, that is HTTP server enable for accessing the ASDM. Okay, so that is HTTP server enable and this is the second command. So these are the way we can access via ASDM. And additionally today what I'm going to do is, first through ASDM I'm going to show you how we can configure the directly connected interfaces and its associated security zone. So there are two security zone, one is inside and the outside, and to the inside security zone I connected a switch 1 and to the outside security zone I connected a switch 2. Okay, so that I'm going to show you how we can configure the directly connected interfaces and the security zones. And the second thing I'm going to show you how we can configure the static NAT translation rule. And third thing, I will be configuring access list to allow from an outside external network to an internal network. So these are things I'm going to show you via ASDM configuration, right? So now let us click the ASDM configuration and let us click the device setup. And there are two interface, gigabit 0 by 0 and 0 by 1. So 0 by 0 I'm going to configure for an inside interface and 0 by 1 for an outside interface. So just double click that. So now click the interface name as inside and the security level as 100. Since it is highly trusted, it is 100, and then we have to enable the interface followed by the IP address. IP address is 192.168.1.1, right? And the subnet mask is 255.255.0. Just click OK, just OK. And the second interface 0 by 1. So that we have to assign the interface name as outside and the security level is 0. We have to enable the interface and the IP address will be 2.1. Okay, so 192.168.2.1, subnet mask is 255.255.0. Just click OK. So now let us apply the configuration. Okay, the first interface 1.1 inside, outside is 2.1. That's the thing I have done. Just apply the configuration. Then let us view the running configuration. Okay, show running configuration. So I'm able to see the inside and the outside interface. So now let us create the translational rule. Okay, so let us go to firewall and let us click the under objects, let us click the network objects and add a network object statement. So name the inside host name, that is web server. Okay, just click web server and the type is network. Just click network and we have to assign the IP address. Okay, so in a web server and the type is host, right? You have to click host. So we are doing a one-to-one translation from this 1.1 to an another address, public address, right? So we click that the type as host and the IP address 192.168.1.2 and then click the NAT below this. This is a NAT translation rule I'm going to create. Just click this add automatic address translation rule and the type is static and the translation address. So that address I'm going to give it as 192.168.2.201, which will be in the external network. This subnet I'm going to assign the IP as 2.201. Just click OK. So okay, so from the host 1.1 it will map to this register address, 1-to-1 mapping. Just click OK and just apply this. Okay, so you can view the running configuration. Show running configuration. So you can see here the object network as web server. Okay, object network as web server. So here you have to add one more statement. You are seeing NAT any, but it should be NAT inside comma outside. Okay, so let us edit that. So just double click this. Okay, and click advanced. Just make the source address as inside and the destination address as outside and click OK. click OK and apply the configuration. So now we are done with the NAT translation rule. And the third thing, that is a static NAT translation rule I have created, right? And the third thing is I need to create an access list for allowing from an outside or external network to an web server, right? So let us now create that access list. So go to the access rules. So click above, click access rules and just add initiate the traffic from an outside, okay, and the source should be any and the destination should be 192.168.1.2. That's the destination address, okay, and the service let us. So from an outside network, okay, permit statement and source is any external network and the destination is an internal network, and service let us give a telnet traffic, okay, telnet TCP traffic. Just click OK and just apply the statement. Okay, so now you are done. Let us apply the configuration. So now what I'm going to do, let us view the access list. So let us view the access list and the NAT statement. What we have done is correct. Show NAT detail. So it will show the NAT detail. So the origin address is 1.2, translate address will be this public IP 2.2.201. And let us also view the access list statement. So this is a statement we have created. Okay. So outside extended permit TCP any host and the traffic is a telnet traffic. This is the thing we have done. So now let us go to host 1, that is the web server 1 and the external switch 2. Okay, let us go to switch 1 and let us view the configuration. So I already done with this configuration. Show running interface gigabit 0 by 0 and the IP is 1.2 and the gateway will be 1.1. Okay, so let us view the gateway. So the gateway address is 1.1, okay, 1.1, and also disable the routing. Similar way, let us go to switch 2. Switch to and let us view the configuration. Show running configuration interface gigabit 0 by 1 and the IP is 2.2 and the gateway is 2.1, which I already configured. So now the only pending task is I have to initiate a telnet traffic from the outside to the mapped host. Okay, so let us initiate a traffic. So telnet 192.168.2.201. This is a mapped IP we have created. So now I'm able to telnet and let us check the access list counts. Do a show access list. Now you can see the hit count is increasing, right? And also you can check show xlate detail. So this will show the NAT translation traffic. So whenever I'm initiating, okay, so you can see here the reference count will be increasing. You are able to see here, right? So this is how we can configure the static NAT translation through an Cisco ASDM. So what are things I have done is I configured the directly connected interfaces, that is outside and inside security zone. Then we have created a one-to-one static NAT translation rule. And third thing, I have allowed via access list to allow from a lower to the higher security zone. Okay, so then we have initiated telnet traffic from an outside to an internal host. Then we will check the NAT translation rule. So this is the command you have to keep it in mind. First is show NAT detail for checking the NAT translation, and the second command is show xlate detail. So these are things. Okay. So I hope you enjoy this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more videos. Thanks and have a wonderful day. Thank you.